We did not bring Jamie out for this shoot because all we needed was her hand, so I got to be Jamie Lee Curtis.
Right, so this is Key in LA, this is Michelle in Paris, and then that's Daniel wearing just one arm of Deirdre's outfit.
Yeah.
Should we get started? Sorry. I'm Daniel Kwan.
I'm Daniel Scheinert. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Michelle Yeoh.
Welcome. This is Notes on a Scene, and we're going to talk about a scene from our movie.
Everything Everywhere, All at Once.
All at once. I love you.
Jumping pad failure. Evelyn, wait, no.
Today we're going to watch a little bit of the scene where Michelle is fighting with Jamie Lee Curtis's character Deirdre. We picked it because it's one of the first times the audience starts getting ripped between different storylines, so we could talk a little bit about the tonal mishmash of the movie. You'll see.
I like to call these the training wheels that get you ready for the rest of the movie. It basically teaches you how to watch this film.
This is a drone shot, so she's landed in the wrong universe.
The pandemic shut us down with one day left to shoot, and this scene was supposed to be on that day.
Don't you remember this scene, Michelle?
I remember the scene, but he wasn't there next to me.
Exactly.
Oh, right.
So
we shot this scene during the pandemic with a masked up crew with Key and not Michelle, with Machiko was our stand-in, and then later we shot Michelle on green screen in Paris, and by we I mean a Parisian crew.
Yes. We were on
and we were on Zoom.
It was like a Zoom call from
iPad,
hell. It was
iPhone.
Every technical difficulty, and it was like 3 a.m. It was freezing cold in our little studio. It was hilarious, and it's a miracle
glad
that
you found it funny.
We wanted to lean into the genre trope, so you can even see here right now. There's no letterboxing. This is a 1:8:5 framing, which is like usually what you would use for a drama or a rom-com or something like that. And then later on, you'll see we go down to 2:3:7. We go to anamorphic, and we actually shot with anamorphic lenses. So it's the color, it's the lenses we used, everything about it, the performances, the music.
The music is like very dissonant. You'll find it kind of switching, and then there's like a thematic point to it too, to juxtapose physical pain. You're getting beat up with this discussion about divorce, and have like all these double entendres of sorts of him being like, "I'm not trying to hurt you," and then you cut to someone really trying to hurt you.
This filming, it was really bizarre because I was in Paris with a completely new crew and talking to you guys over the Zoom, and then sitting literally with green all around me and going, remember that scene? Remember this is the part where you were coming from, and then you're going back in here and you're going there, and you're sitting there and go, okay, now I look confused, and that's perfect.
Look at this confusion. This is
That's her actually being like, "What the fuck's happening?"
It's like, why am I in this movie?
This doesn't make any sense.
Think about it. 除了 emergency, 我没去找你. You always get pulled away.
We don't have to spend long here, but I'm just proud that this is Deirdre's hand back here about to grab her and pull her into another universe. But it looks a little bit like this hand.
What the heck? What happened? Look, there's the brace. There's the brace. Look at it.
And I was hiding with a monitor.
Yeah.
To see where it fitted.
Yeah, being like, okay, I grab imaginary lady.
Yeah.
Sorry, Evelyn. I need to go.
What?
I need to find the right Evelyn.
Was this on the day that we decided they would act over the top?
Yeah.
And we were like, wait, we could put them on Apple boxes, but I think it's funnier.
Especially for Key.
Yeah, and just doing a whole scene where they literally have to act with nothing but their eyes was such like an interesting opportunity, to kind of focus in on them as actors. But if you weren't so good, it would be boring.
Yeah.
But you guys are very good.
Yeah, the great thing about this scene is he's eye acting, and he starts off as sci-fi alpha woman, and then he dips down and stands back up, and then the reveal that he's
squirrel woman.
Yeah, squirrel, just like his like cuddly, sweet, innocent version of himself.
No, wait, let me try again.
Alpha woman.
Evelyn? 发生什么事啊?
He's so sweet. Exactly, he's just a little squeaky squirrel. Like we wanted to rely on the performance as much as possible to make those transitions, and Key did such a good job with that.
He really did a lot of preparation, okay? It's been 20 years since he's been in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And you know, he is such a perfectionist. He wants to
Yes.
get everything
Yes.
right. And given such an incredible opportunity, he didn't want to mess it up. So what he did was he had a acting coach, a voice coach, and then the best one was the body language
Yeah,
coach.
yeah.
So this body language coach went away and read the script and say, okay, there are three yous, right? Three Raymonds. The Raymond Wong, Evelyn's husband, is like a squirrel. Then the Alpha Raymond is an eagle. Dun,
As
dun,
you
dun,
can
dun,
see.
dun, as you can see.
Right.
And then the CEO, Raymond, is a fox. As he said, he had to run around the house or run around wherever he was practicing like a squirrel, eating like a squirrel, crawling like a squirrel, and so suddenly it became Raymond Wong.
Yeah.
Women.
The little doors swing open. It's such a simple trick. It's you know it's
It's not a trick.
It's a
It's master.
hey yo. Oh, okay. So
We had a styrofoam door built that looked the same as the real door.
Crazy
We
Deirdre could rip it off.
miscommunicated with our team. Originally, the door was supposed to open towards camera, and or no, away from camera. Like she pulls it open.
yeah, because we wanted to actually match the way that the car door opened. you
But it
know.
turns out the hinges were on this side of the door. So you couldn't pull the door open the way we wanted. Like you can see there's the little nubbin right there that the door goes into. But then on the fly, we came up with a plan for how to just yank it sideways and the audience wouldn't notice. So we have art department people yanking the door from off camera. And I think we have up here a piece of wood with styrofoam and debris so that this stuff would fall down.
And usually it's just a person over here holding it up
Yeah.
and just kind of shaking it, and they're very happy about it because it's
Yeah.
a very fun job.
It's a fun job. This person over here is happy, probably, or they're sad because they got the door, not the fun
Exactly,
stuff.
because they're thinking, I get to drop shit all over
All over Jamie.
Jamie!
and that's the dream job.
But it's one of our favorite things to do is practical effects like this, all in camera. Something so silly like a bunch of styrofoam can feel scary, you know?
Our trick is it happens so fast that you can't process it. I think our movies are all about getting past logic and processing and critical thinking and just being like, I want to give you something that is beyond that. And so this obviously isn't there yet. You know, the rest of the movie gets there, but for this moment, it's just like a fun trick. We pull the door in one shot, we rip off a door in another shot, we cut it fast enough, and it feels
good.
Yeah, it's jarring and fun, and
Yeah.
it's kind of what.
Who was looking at the door? Everybody was looking at Jamie, for
I know,
God's
I know.
sake.
Look at this. This is
Look
a
at
real
that
staple in her
stapled-
head. No, it's not a staple. Movie magic. Also, this little details like this necklace was all with her
glasses.
glasses. That's all Jamie. Jamie's just like, I think I should be wearing a wrist brace with a watch over it. I think I should be, it's like every little detail. She was like, I want to know who this woman is. I want to live in her life. And so she just came, every day she'd come with a new idea. Like, oh, I should have a little rubber thing on my thumb. Yeah, it's amazing. And her face.
Yeah, she was scary.
Oh, God.
I love you! I love you!
This is another example of us, when in doubt, trying to do things as practically as possible.
One thing that's great about this is that I always imagine doing a shot from a wide, perspective of a staircase and having the person jump down in a kind of like a very Matrix Dojo kind of reference, but it's impossible to get that. We'd have to literally build a set that was 2 stories tall and be able to get this
be able to
perspective.
remove the wall.
Yeah, you basically we had to remove the walls.
This is a real building that we're playing with.
Instead, so at first we're like, can we build a staircase? Where can we build it? And instead we found this building and we're like, oh, we get to see everything and we don't have to build it. Let's just do it here.
Behind camera is just a big room with a door entering the building. So this was kind of like a entrance to the building. So it gave us an opportunity, which a lot of times we try to location scout with soft eyes, and be willing to rewrite the script if we walk into a room that changes things for the better.
So Jamie, there's one wide shot of her dead on and one close up. Though that's actually Jamie jumping. For this
Yeah.
one, this was pretty complicated because she actually goes
To run.
from one side of the banister, stepping, and then jumps on the other side. You see her foot's actually on the other side, which is actually kind of a complicated maneuver. So her amazing stunt double
Did that.
did that. So that's one pass. Then we
This
do
is the stunt team.
yeah.
And they're off camera with a bunch of ropes and things running the shot.
And then obviously in post we our amazing
Remove
VFX
all
team
of them.
just remove it. It's really really a simple, elegant thing.
And I think for this shot, we also had lighting instruments down
Oh
here.
yeah, as you can see, she has this really nice key here, key light here, and this light would never actually hit that. So we added some lights here. Boop boop boop. Larkin loves this trick.
And we just knew, oh, it's already a visual effects shot. We'll remove those lights.
Right. And then so that was pass one, and then the second pass. Our lovely actors here, they just kind of had to pretend something was going to hit them. Really, all we're doing is playing like cut and paste. It's like a collage.
We also had our SFX team down here
Oh, with the fan.
with a fan
Right.
blasting as much wind as possible at her so that her hair and clothes would get this awesome ripple effect.
Right. And then the last pass is the clean plate, which is no lights, no actors, just so that we can, do the removal of these things. And it's very fun to be able to combine old school techniques. Like a lot of Hong Kong cinema is about the wires, except for
Yeah,
back then,
so-
the wires were so thin that you couldn't see on camera. But also,
Also
a little
so
dangerous.
thin.
Yeah,
Very thin.
yeah, exactly.
Easy to snap.
And so
We
now,
had thick, strong wires.
Yeah, cables.
exactly. But now because we know After Effects and it's so readily available, we know we can
It's
make this
easy.
as safe as possible and we can clean this up really easily.
It was
That-
great that Jamie did it.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
the fact that Jamie actually jumped, like you'll see a shot of her fully coming down the stairways, and it's wonderful.
Yeah. She was like, please let me get up in the wires.
Yeah.
It was a bucket list thing of hers.
We love genre mashups, and we love sci-fi movies. We love things like The Matrix. We grew up on kung fu films, and this film kind of became a way for us to do all of that at the same time. I'm very proud of what we did. Somehow it all works. Somehow it mashes together, and it's a beautiful stew. It's a cosmic gumbo.